Okay, welcome to today's video on how to revolve an object to create something like this. I'm going to do a series of these videos that talk about some of the key features in Onshape to help you design. So this is the plan for today, creating something like this. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to create a new document. Go to Create Document. And this should be new to you. Revolve, okay. When we're open in the CAD window, we will then start the sketch. But before we start the sketch, we're going to be using the front work plane today, and I like to make sure the workspace is nice and tidy before I start designing. So I'm going to get rid of the work planes I'm not using. So that's the top and the right. Hide the top, hide the right. Okay, so just on the front today, we're going to go to Sketch, that one, and press N, okay, on the keyboard to flip it to the front. Now we're ready to sketch. Now remember, do not click this area here until you finish your sketch. There's a temptation to click the green arrow, but don't do it. Leave it, okay, leave it until you finish your sketch. So I need to sketch now some geometry. So I'm going to get the line, I'm going to turn that line into a construction line by pressing Q or clicking up here. I'm just going to go straight up. Okay, it doesn't matter about height at this stage, like so. Then I'm going to press Escape to get rid of the line. I'm going to go to Line Tool here, or I can press L on the keyboard. I'm going to go across the bottom this time. I'm going to stop there and type in 20. Press Enter. And then I'm going to go up for the angle here. I'm going to just tap that there, go across, making sure it's done the same plane. Okay, I'm going to click that once and type in 70. Enter. The dimensions don't matter too much because we're not drawing anything to scale at this stage, just to practice. So I've got half of my design here. Now what I want to do is I want to draw some lines parallel to these lines. I could do it with another line, but that'd be very difficult. Onshape's got a nice little tool here, this one. It's called Offset. You can click that, click what line you want, click what line you want, and it just offsets the line. Now we can also click and drag this arrow to change the direction because we want it inside. And as you drag it, you can see that the dimensions change. So 21, like there. So I'm going to double click on it, the dimension, and I want that to be 3. Press Enter. And that's going to draw it parallel to those two lines. So we can see that some of our sketch is in blue. When it's in blue, it means that we can still move things around and adjust the sketch. It means it's not fixed. So we need to add some constraints to fix it so it can't be moved. So this little blue dot here, okay, we can move that across. So easiest way to do that one is move it across, then drag it back, and it will click onto that line there. Okay, that's that fixed to there. This one, so I want this top to be flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click that dot, then I'm going to click that dot. Okay, at the moment it says, I'm going to click that one, and then I'm going to click horizontal. Okay, which means then these two are level. So with that, I'm going to click across here to join the top. It's going to be a nice flat top. Now, just this whole area here is still blue. So the easiest way to fix that, stop that from being able to be moved, is just put a dimension in. So go to your dimension tool, click there, click on here, and then click to here. And then that will resolve the sketch and make it all black, which means now I can't move it. So if I go in here and try and move it, it won't allow me to. Whereas before, with it being blue, I can move it. So that's that bit done. Let's have a look somewhere. It hasn't turned grey, which means the shape is still open. So what I need to do is close this end off here. Okay, now it turns grey. Okay, the construction line won't act as a line, it's just a point of reference. So what we need to do now is we need to add our revolve. So this is the point where we tick green. I'm happy with that sketch. Okay, and then we're just going to go, okay, I want to revolve that, and I'm going to go to isometric view so you can see it a bit better. And you can see now why we've drawn on the front plane. So I go to revolve, and this little box says, okay, I want to create a new solid. So it's saying, what faces do you want us to revolve? I want to revolve this face. So I click that. Now it's saying, okay, where's your axes of revolution? That red means it needs attention. So I'm going to click that. Okay, and then I'm going to say, this is my axes here. You can see what happens is this cross section revolves around the center point to create the shape. So any profile you draw here, so you could draw a different profile, it will revolve it around that center point, which is quite interesting. So that's that done. And also this works the same as an extrude. You can do a revolve that removes material. You can add this to a design, and you can do an intersect as well. So those are the similar sort of things as extrude. So I'm going to click OK, happy with that. So that's our basic shape. Let's say now we want to add on some features to it. Okay, let's say we want to add some details on the side. We go back into Sketch 1, right click, we edit it. Okay, and then we just go back to the front view. And what we can do here is we can add on some features. So what I'm going to do here is I might go for, let's try a 3-point arc, see what that looks like. 1, 2, let's put one like here. Okay, and then let's do another one. 1, 2, let's try and do it here as well. And I'm going to do one more. I could, if I was to be a bit more careful, I could do this so they're all equal. In fact, I might do that afterwards. So that's that. Okay, let's measure the, so let's go from here to here and see how big that is. So it's 12, let's make it, that's right, let's keep it at 12. Okay, and let's do the same for that one. I could use the equals tool with that one as well. I want to. And then here. Okay, so they're all 12. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use that to revolve that from the shape. So click OK. I might actually move these up because I can still move them. So let's just, will they move up to there? Okay, let's stick that there. Okay, like that. And let's give them a revolve. So I click OK. Now what's happened is nothing's happened. You're like, oh, well, why has nothing happened? But what you need to do is you need to click right click revolve and go to edit. Don't edit Sketch 1. Go to edit. Okay, and then you can just click these. And then you can add them into the revolve like that. And then we have our, looks like a plant pot or something. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just hide that front plane. If you want to, you can go in and edit the material, edit appearance, sorry, change the color, for red, just a bit of transparency on there, or not, make it solid. Okay, and there we go. Easy peasy, nice tool to use, revolve, to create some interesting shapes.